So to start off, I'm going to start prepping my skin first. That's one of the things that you guys probably hadn't seen me do. Normally when I start my video, I've already prepped my skin. You just see me prime it. But one thing that's very important is to prep your skin first. And I'm going to start off with this old Henriskin. Henriskin, yes. So this is a toner. I'm going to tone my face with this first because I do want to make sure that I get all that I can get out of this product, this foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin, tone my skin first. Now I'm going to moisturize my face using the same line. Here you go. There we go. I'm going to use the same line to moisturize your face. It is very important to moisturize. That's a separate video, but I do want to add that in, that you do need to moisturize and prime your face so that you can get the best look out of your foundation, make your foundation flawless, all of that good stuff. I'm gonna prime. I use two different primers, Becca and Fenty. This is to blur and this is to mattify. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this in my T-zone. All on my nose. These are the places where I get the most oil built up in my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And now to add the Fenty primer. So I actually tried this product the other day, the foundation, the Maybelline foundation. I kept it on for about maybe 5 to 6 hours and I did get oily. There was a step that I missed, so I wanted to make sure that I went back and tried it again, and this time I would try it on camera so that you guys can see what's going on with it. I am going to do an update. I have some place to go, so that will cause me to have to leave the house for a little while, and I am going to come back with my final thoughts about the product. So here's the foundation, and I'm going to use the shade 330. This is Toffee Caramel. It says it's a full coverage foundation up to 24-hour wear. That's a strong accusation to make. Seamless matte finish, oil free, fade and transfer resistance. These are some strong accusations. So I'm going to pump it onto my hand first. And then dab, 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 dab. I'm going to start off with just a little bit and build it up because I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to take my body blender, and this is by Real Technique, if you guys are interested in that, and just kind of dab it into the skin. Okay, so this is the first layer. I do still see some of my blemishes coming through, so it's very possible that I will go in with another layer, although I like it to look like kind of natural. I don't like all the foundation looking cakey and stuff, so I don't know, maybe I'll just stick with the one layer and just hit up some spots that need to be hit up, need to have a second layer. Wow, it is very, very natural looking. But I am going to go ahead and add where I see blemishes coming through. And I don't think I have to add that much. And this foundation is $10, so $10 or $11. And I got mine from the HEB over here by my house. So if you're interested in a drugstore foundation It is $10, and I'm sure you can find it at Walgreens, CVS, places like that. I think Ulta has it also. Okay. All right. Wow. This foundation is definitely full coverage. I can still see some of my marks, but let's see. Add just a little bit more. Yeah, I can still see some of my marks, but overall it actually makes it look like a mole because I have these two moles here, so that one there also looks like a mole. So I'm just gonna get all under my neck and kind of buff it into the skin so that there's no lines of demarcation. I'm gonna get all in here. This foundation is flawless. Oh, I'm so feeling this. $10 versus what I would normally spend on foundation, like $40 and $50, is really, really, really good. So far I'm feeling it, but we'll see. We'll do the wear test today and see, and I'll probably leave it on for about 5 to 6 hours before I take it out. That way I can kind of review the product. So the next thing that I'm going to use is the Instant Age Rewinder, or Rewind. Instant Age Rewind. Okay, here we go. So this is how it looks. Okay, and this is in the color Medium Moyen, M-O-Y-E-N. I'm just gonna add a little bit, and I'm not gonna go all the way up. I'm just gonna move it up as I go in. I'm not gonna highlight my nose because my nose is already big. It won't need that. I'm gonna do just a little dot on my chin. It's always better to start with less and just build it up if you have to, because you don't want to be looking like a ghost, honey. Okay. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna let it sit for a minute because I think it'll blend out better if I did let it just sit for a minute. So I blend this out. I'm gonna wait on this and let it just sit a minute. And while I do that, I am gonna talk about, this is another concealer. This one is a Superstay concealer that I picked up. And if I have to use it, I will, but I wanted to try to stick with the Age Rewind first. I also picked up some more Maybelline products just to make it fair. I have the Maybelline loose powder. I also have the Maybelline Master Contour, which is this one. I also have the Master Chrome, this. And what else did I pick up? The Maybelline Big Shot I've already had, so I'm going to use these products on the face just to be fair. Now I am going to set my face with the spray that I normally use just because that's what I prefer to use. I didn't want to use a Maybelline Fix Spray if they have one. I just kind of wanted to use a spray that I know works for me so that I can at least say that I got the best wear out of the foundation. So that's the reason why I'm doing that. And so far, I mean, the foundation is good. This is the 330 Toffee Caramel Maybelline Superstay. Up to 24 hours, girl. We shall see. We shall see. I think I've let this sit long enough. I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. I was going to use the body blender, but I changed my mind. I'm going to use the original beauty blender that I picked up from Sephora quite some time ago. Let's just say. Okay, so I think I might have gotten this too light. I hear that they have added new shades, but they didn't have the new shades at my pharmacy. So what I'll do is just tone it down with the powder, because I got the powder in medium. It's not as light, so I'll tone it down with that. And so far, I'm feeling this concealer. And I'm just trying to make sure I get this nicely blended out. because I don't want to look like a ghost when I step out. So I'm just highlighting the area that I want to be highlighted, which is under the eye. I don't do my forehead because highlighting is supposed to make it bigger, like more noticeable, things like that. And honey, you don't have to be far to see this forehead, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll just contour it with the contour palette that I picked up. Okay. And whatever's left over, I'll just go under near my jawline or on my jawline. I'm going to go ahead and take the Maybelline powder. This is it. My son, he's watching his cartoons this morning and he is really excited about his Dory being on his iPad. What he calls an iPad, but it's actually a Kindle. So I'm just dabbing it in just a little bit and putting it under here. Now I do not bake, so I am going to take this right off. But I want to make sure I tone down that area a little bit. No, I'm not highlighting up there. What am I doing? Okay. Okay. So that's good. And I'm going to use this Sephora powder to set the rest of my face. I didn't see a powder that I wanted to use to help keep me mattified all throughout the day. So I'm going to take this powder and set the rest of my face. So I'm looking real powdery right now, but it's okay. We'll fix that. Okay. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and contour a little bit using this palette. It's not a specific color. They only had this one, so I didn't see different colors that I can choose from. And there is a brush in here, but I'm not going to use that brush either. I'm going to use my Morphe brushes that I always use. This is the Morphe Y9 that I'm going to use to contour with. And I just dab it in a little bit, take off the extraness. Start off lightly. Okay, so I don't think that this is the best contour palette, but it's getting the job done. Yeah. Okay. And this is just to add some warmness back into the face so that I'm not looking so pale. And I'm going to get this forehead, this 5 head too. This powder is pretty light. This contour powder. It is pretty light. But I'm going to keep going because after all, it is a review. And actually, the review is the foundation. I'm just using the Maybelline products to make it fair. Okay. Contour my nose with the same powder. I'm gonna take this other Morphe brush to kind of contour it some more. Now, I really don't know if I'm going to use the highlight that's in here. I'm going to use the blush, but I don't know if I'm going to use the highlight because I really wanted to use the Master Chrome highlight that I have, the rose gold, but I'll see. Really soft look. That's cool. Okay, so I am going to take the Master Chrome and highlight my cheekbones. And I'm going to use this Morphe R31 to do that. Just dab it in here a little bit. Because it already has a little sparkle to it, so I'm just going to intensify it a little bit more. And the same thing for this side. Oh, Pam, get your life together. Hey. Okay. A little. Okay, and a little here. Okay. So far I'm loving it. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face, my eyeshadow, and pop on some lashes off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. I did go ahead and do my eyeshadow off camera. I also popped on some lashes, and I set my face using the Skin Denavia. So this is what I'm going to use. This is supposed to be matte finishing spray, so we'll see how that holds up. If you're wondering what I put on my lips, I did use the Alyssa Ashley collaboration with e.l.f. This is it. That's just in case you're wondering. Overall, I can say that maybe I should have went a little darker when it came to the foundation, because I feel like my face is looking a little bit lighter. However, as far as the foundation formula and everything, I'm really feeling it. I love it. I mean, it's a good foundation, but I am going to do a test wear. So right now it is 10:36. I do have some errands to go and run, and I probably should be back around 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm going to wear it until then and see how it wears throughout the day, because right now it is very mattifying. Like, it's matte. I don't see any oil about to break through as of right now. Normally when I put on foundation, I can tell if I'm going to get oily like right off the back, because I can see a lot of shine coming through, but I'm not getting that just yet. So I'm gonna do the wear test and we'll see how it goes. This foundation has been out for a few months now, a couple of months, but I'm actually just getting to it. So it's new to some and old to others. So again, I'm just gonna go and do the wear test. I know I keep saying again, but whatever. I popped on my wig, hunty, and we're about to go and run some errands, and I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. The time right now is 4:55. I put the makeup on at 10:30. I am quite oily, as you can see in there. The makeup still looks fairly good. The only thing is just that I'm really oily in my T-zone area. I went and ran a couple of errands, and a lot of people asked me about what I was wearing, the foundation, and I got a lot of compliments about my makeup and things like that. So I must say that I really like it as far as a drugstore foundation. I mean, they came and just did that thing as far as the foundation and the formula, because it is absolutely great. I like it. I just have to figure out how to get this oil under control. I mean, hey, I'm an oily chick. This is me. This is how I roll. So until I get it together, I just have to keep dabbing on folks. So as far as a full coverage foundation, this would probably be my go-to. I think that I would continue to use this. This would be a good full coverage, inexpensive drugstore foundation that I would recommend. So if you guys have anything that you would like to see from me, anything that you would like for me to try, any comments, please leave them below. Let me know what drugstore foundation that you like, and maybe I can try that also. All right, guys, see you later.